What do you think about regionality?
I mean, I like that this year they kind of did away with it, I guess. Well, what you mean, like the region locks with pro teams, or just where it's pushed, or
no,
like what?
It's the Dallas Envy.
Oh! I get what you're saying. Having like your state teams, your city teams, like the city-based stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was really cool. At first, when I first heard of it, I was like, "What? Like, does that make sense for esports?" But then I saw stuff with Overwatch and all of the fan meetups and all that stuff, and it looks like it's really kind of kicking off. And especially, I think it makes sense in like the U.S. because you're so used to that as like fans of sports and stuff. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
All I've seen is like positives from the Overwatch side. It looks really cool. As far as like down the road, if they have their own arenas and you have home and away games and how that'll go and the logistics of it sounds like a nightmare, but it could be very, very cool. I guess that's one thing that scares me too. Like I talked about, like if they wanted to go to PC, or if like we had to do new organization names like happened in Overwatch. Like Overwatch was at least like a brand new thing. So like you didn't have established brands, but for COD, like we've had brands that were established for a decade or more. It'd be a little weird if suddenly Optic Gaming wasn't Optic Gaming. That'd be weird as hell.
Yeah.
But from a business side, that might be something that has to happen. I don't really know everything behind that. That scares me. I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about that stuff because I try not to stress too much about stuff I can't control because I'm not involved in that at all. Yeah. But I think there's positives.
It keeps me up at night, man.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Only because I've been playing Call of Duty since 2005. I am in it's my game. I plan on playing it for the rest of my life. I just have that much, fun and passion for it. And when decisions like these are made, I don't know if they're looking at it through the lens of esports or if they're looking at it through the lens of sports.
That's what worries me. Well, I think it's a mix of both, but my problem with this, a lot of times, the decisions at this high level for something like this, a lot of times it's people that aren't really on the inside of esports is what's tough about it. And that's just the nature of it. Like, it's just the people at the top. Like, they're not as to the ground with these events and what's going on with the leagues, and that's what scares me a bit.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm not worried. I'm not worried about COD, man. Like, that's one thing I'm curious, and this is a different topic, but sort of tied to it. Like, we complain a lot about the yearly cycle with regards to esports.
Yeah.
Like, it can be frustrating trying to get rules and new title every year. I'm wondering if 20 years from now, when you take a look at it from an esports standpoint, if it was like the best thing ever. Because if you think about it, think about Overwatch. You have this franchise league, all this money into it. What if something better comes out and no one's playing Overwatch in a year? How does that league look? Whereas COD's out every year. It's fresh every year. Will there be up and downs with good titles, okay titles, bad titles, whatever it might be? Will there be up and downs? Yes, but like there is this reinterest every single year. It's $1 billion franchise every single year. There's this injection of energy. It's one of the biggest brands in the goddamn world. Like every year, there's just this push again. So yes, there's some up and downs, but like COD's not going anywhere. Mm-mm. And like that's why like I know it's like a pain in the ass for some esports stuff, but I'm really curious. Like 20 years from now, if we're like, damn, that whole yearly thing kind of works out for esports.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So I could fight both sides of that argument, and I've always said that from a YouTube content creation standpoint, I think that adds so much value to the overall esports side of Call of Duty. But having that refresh every single year, I know from a YouTuber standpoint, back when I was doing top 5 kill cams starting in Modern Warfare 2, I knew that if there's kill cams or if there's theater mode, in the next iteration, I have this new, this new content opportunity that 100%. I can create that will then make people want to play and hopefully live for those hero moments where you just hit a shot, the half-court shot that you do. So, I always say that I'm necessarily not with the whole region thing. I see it works for some teams because why wouldn't it? But esports is a global phenomenon that has no borders because it lives on the internet. And if I am a traditional sports team and I see viewership like this, so I'm interested in a viewership, this competition that's going like this, why would I try to mold and shape on something that's...
Yeah, I think part of it's just, people are sculpting it from a more sports mindset. Yeah. I guess I just haven't put that much thought into it because regardless, I'll be commentating it.
Yeah.
So like it just doesn't affect me. I mean, I guess the reason I like the idea of it going the franchise model, if it does, and it getting bigger is just I'll probably get paid more. That always works out for me.
Love it.
But I guess I just feel like with all there's good and bad. Like I don't think it's all negative. I don't think it's all positive. Like it's just
same. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
What I don't like is what I like is I like the congregation aspect of it. Going to an esports bar like Nirvana downstairs to watch these events. That's super cool.
See, that's the part that I thought was cool. You see, like, you know, these parties that come together, people locally to watch their team. I think that's very awesome. And I do think there is an aspect where people got behind these brands maybe a little bit more because of the region thing. People that wouldn't be a fan of a team necessarily didn't have a team tied to a city-based team. I think that's pretty cool. And maybe that's just the sports guy in me because I love the NFL and stuff. But hell, even for me though, it's like you say, it's just a different time. Like, even now with the NFL, I don't have a team I root for. Like, I just root for my fantasy team.
Yeah, same.
And like, how long until that, like, once that's a billion-dollar business, is that much bigger in esports and stuff? You're just rooting for players that you want to go off.
Yeah,
and, like,
exactly.
who cares about the brand? Like, not who cares about the brands, but you know what I mean. Like, you're just rooting for that type of stuff. I mean,
no, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I see the positives. We just never really got the opportunity to say, you know what, let's do a fan meetup. I'm going to stay behind this event. Hector's staying back this event. And we're going to meet at the British Lion, and every single TV is going to have Optic. If I tweet out and everybody tweets out, hey, we're going to be here, how many people are going to show up to watch it with me? If you're watching and you're in the comment section down below, tell me if you would show up to this event to watch me or to watch the boys play with. Because given the opportunity, I think it would have been successful whether we had a city attached to it or not. What was it? Somebody said Chicago Optic back in the day, and I was just like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's just
it could have been Dallas Optic. I couldn't do it.
It feels weird to me just when I think about COD, just because, like, again, it's it's not like something new. Like, COD's been around for so long. It just feels foreign to like think of it that way. But it's hard to say. Like, will it be weird as hell for a couple of years? But if it leads to more prosperity down the road for it, more eyes on it down the road, I mean, I'm all for it. But I don't know. I mean, I think we're all kind of guessing how that's all.
You watch a lot of Overwatch. Houston Outlaws or Dallas Fuel?
Oh, Houston Outlaws. Because I'm in this room. Yeah.
No, it's because
I'll be honest. I haven't played Overwatch in years. I don't watch.
No, really, you don't even watch it?
Not an Overwatch person.
No. Yeah, I only watch when my team plays, just because. And the thing there too is that there's a lot of rules in there that disallow for content opportunities that normally wouldn't be affected elsewhere, and that's kind of a pain point that we do. But like, I would like nothing more if the Outlaws were like anywhere near here, or if not happening, but if we were based out of like Burbank and we have that sort of opportunity to interact a little bit more, to have us as Optic currently interact with the Outlaws and interact with our LCS team. I think that the opportunity to really, really beef up these other brands and other esports, like the opportunities there, is just that because of that region thing, it sort of separates in a sense, and I don't know where.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, you have to feel like you kind of assume that's the direction it'll go. I mean, it's Activision Blizzard did their league. You think COD would do something similar. I mean, that's just, if you're just being logical about it, you think that's the direction it would go. But I don't know. I honestly, like, obviously I couldn't really talk about things even if I knew, but I truly don't. Yeah. And I think that's what scares me a little bit. This is like the first year that I'm sort of like, what the hell is going to happen? Yeah. Here we go.
You're just going along for the ride.
But I'm excited, man. Like, it's COD.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about Call of Duty. What I am worried about is, and not so much worried, because the thing with Overwatch is that Overwatch was a brand new thing. Call of Duty has been around for so long.
It's just it's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's weird to think about some of the same things happening because it's been around for like 10 years.
It's been around for 10 years, and it's a proven esport. It's a proven entertainment platform. More than anything, I mean, if you do I want to call Fwiz right now, and I want him to tell me the YouTube analytics between Overwatch versus Call of Duty, not historically, not from its inception, but year one. How did OWL do against even World War II, or was it when did it start? Was it?
I mean, I only know like Twitch and Overwatch was killing us, but I don't know about YouTube. I'm not sure. I mean, if you're talking this esports side or like overall for the title?
Just overall for the title.
Oh yeah, well that's just a whole different conversation.
Yeah. Because you have to look at the title, and then you look at the true audience that bought and plays the game on a daily basis, casuals and non-casuals, and then from there you look at the esport, part of it, and then from there you go down another branch, and now you're at the city level for team specific.
So it's just like it keeps narrowing down the niche.
So again,
is it tight in the funnel?
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'm
I don't know it's how I feel about a lot of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I like we're sort of going along for the ride. The good thing is Activision and Blizzard have always done a good job, and a lot of people bitch about them, but they've always been very, very transparent with the owners, and
see,
I do appreciate that about them.
And Activision Blizzard, I know like they'll be under fire for stuff sometimes, but like they have a very good track record when it comes to just about everything, whether it's games, financial. Like there's a very good track record there. So I'm not worried about it. Like there'll be some hiccups at times, but it'll be fine. Like it's all going to work out. Maybe not always in the way we like it, but I'm really excited to see what happens.
Yeah, me too.
I'm curious. We'll talk about this in like 5 years. See where the hell we're at.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm still going to be commentating. I'm commentating until I die. I'm dying on camera.
Yeah. You're dying on camera.
No, people ask me all the time. Like I know I've had job offers and stuff. Like, what do you want to do next? And I just want to commentate forever.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that though, because like I don't know. What do you think? You think it'll be weird?
No.
So like if you look at like sports, right? Like you have commentators that are like 60, whatever, because your demographic skews higher. Obviously, our demographic's a lot younger. I'm just wondering if it hits a point where like it's just weird. Like I'm the old guy commentating. I'm curious.
I mean, in the history of sports, it's always been the older guy.
I want to be that. I want to be that old dude.
Yeah, you want to be Harry Carey.
Dude, keep paying me. I will commentate forever.
Yeah, I just give you a 15 to 20% raise every single year.
Well, people
you compound
let's just keep doubling.
Just double every year.
People always ask me like, how long are you gonna do it? Like, don't leave, or I don't want to. When I say on Twitter and stuff that I want to commentate forever, I'm serious, dude. I'll stick with COD because the reason I don't want to leave COD and go to other games, like I still think we have grasped like this little bit of what is the potential for COD esports. I just think the potential is there. I know the second I leave, it's when it's going to pop off the way it can. It's like I'm just going to stick around forever, man. I think the only way I'd leave is if like something came around that I literally could not say no to.
Yeah. What is your before we tune out? What is your favorite Call of Duty of all time? When did you start playing Call of Duty? Or
my first Call of Duty was Call of Duty on PC. I was playing a lot of Battlefield 1942 back in the day, and then I remember Call of Duty came out. My buddy and I loved it. We played a ton of it. Most of my favorite memories are honestly playing the first Call of Duty. I would say probably. Since I was a Halo guy, like growing up, like I sort of like played Halo I played COD on the side kind of. Like I hop in and play COD, but like I still played more Halo. I think the real shift for me didn't come where I was just solely playing COD till Black Ops 2. Like when I started commentating is when I really did the switch. I got the scuff. I started only playing COD, but my favorite one, probably Black Ops 2, I guess. I mean that's where I really like dove in.
I do like Black Ops 2, but if
I played them all.
Modern Warfare for me will always be king. It'll always reign supreme.
I love Modern Warfare. I love Modern Warfare 2. I played them a lot. I think that's where those are probably around those years, or when I probably was more like 50-50 with Halo.
Yeah.
But I was a Halo kid. I was an Xbox kid at the time. Like I just played a lot more
Very
Halo
cool.
back then.
Anyway, where can we find you if we want to watch your stream?
Twitch.tv/maven.